Hello and welcome to the Conversation Cafe. My name is Beth Turner. I'm a communication coach for young people, and this is where I come to do two things. I make content directly to share with young people to help them build communication confidence in a whole host of everyday situations. And then I also create content specifically for the parents of these young people, looking at the topics through a parental lens. And in this video, I wanted to build on some content I'd created for kids on questions. And what I try and do in our family is to role model the stuff that I'm coaching our kids with. And it made me think that it might be useful to share a few of my top tips with you when it comes to being a question master in your own home. So in one of the videos that I've done for kids, I share with them the challenge of seeing questions, no matter in what environment they're received, as an opportunity, not a threat. So many children, as well as adults, worry about being asked a question in case they don't know what to say, in case they say the wrong thing, or in case their mind goes blank. So in that video, I've tried to convey the opportunity that questions presents, with either we can use them to continue conversations and to get to know people and information with greater clarity. But also I've expressed to the kids how when people ask us questions, it's actually a sign of interest. They're either interested in getting to know us more, the reason behind what we're talking about, or the topic itself that we're talking about. And when children can embrace the concept of questions being opportunities and not a threat, they are more likely to put themselves in situations where they'll speak out loud, where they will share their opinions and speak publicly in a more formal capacity, because they're not worried about being asked questions. But there's a little technique that I shared with them that works perfectly in the home as well. And when I explained it in the kids video, it was about how do you answer a question that catches you off guard, a question that you weren't expecting, and a question that you don't know the answer to. And what I shared with them is that the best thing you can do faced with that situation is to reply with a question. So you answer the question with a question. And as I explained in their video, that pushes the conversation back to the person you're talking to. And it means by expanding on the question, you get a better idea of where they're coming from, why they've asked it. And also it gives you time to think of a reply that is the right answer, because it's the answer to the right question, not necessarily because it's the answer they want to hear. And I wanted to bring that up in this video because it's a technique that I use all the time with my kids, because sometimes it would be really easy to assume I know why my kids are asking me a certain question, but 9 times out of 10 I'm wrong. And so what I have learned to do is, if I ask them to do something and they ask me if they can do it on a different day, for instance, instead of just saying, no, I've asked you to do it today, go and do it today, and we could potentially fall out about it. What I've learned to do is say to them, why do you want to do it tomorrow? Or why are you asking that? Or that's interesting, where's that question coming from? You might be as fascinated in your family as I am in mine with the answers that I frequently get to those questions. So there's 3 questions that I like to use the most. One is, good question, why do you ask? Or I say to the kids, that's interesting, where's that coming from? Or I say to them, what do you mean? I don't understand. And one of those 3 questions pushed back to them when they ask me something will invariably give me the information that I didn't expect, I didn't already know, or I need to be able to give them a really good answer to the question that they're asking. So I thought, this is my opportunity to share those 3 questions with you, and it supports their content in encouraging them to answer a question with a question. Because what I do know is I can create all the videos in the world, but actually kids are so much more receptive to what they see in the family home. So if you can adopt some of these techniques, they will naturally copy. And what I've seen is in my own family, my kids will do that to other people when they ask them questions. And what it does is it just boosts their conversational courage, because they are not frightened by a question. Therefore, they don't give a silly answer. They don't give an inappropriate answer. They don't shy away from answering at all. And it just gives them confidence that they can handle any question by batting it back with a question, which gives them time to understand why it's being asked and think of a great answer. That's everything that I wanted to share with you about how to be a question master in your own home. And I hope that you've enjoyed the content of this video. If you have, please let someone else know that it exists. And if not, you've got any more comments or questions, pop it below this video and I will come back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for joining me in the Conversation Cafe today. I will see you back here soon.